What's up, Bevy? I'm just trying to get all this stuff set up. My clay finally came in. Ain't it pretty? I hope it works so much better. Trying to get you a better angle. I think that's about centered, isn't it? You're kind of crooked up there, aren't you? Oh, hold up. All right, that's a little better. That may have you fixed. Yeah, I think that's better. Awesome, awesome. Good, good. Can you hear me fine and everything? None of that crackly mess? My daughter has been playing in my beads. She's got out her beads she's working with right now, and so far, this is what she's got. But she's doing really good. She's doing like a little Cinderella thing. That's cute, huh? She's working on it. She said she's not finished, but she's working on it. And she's picked out all these little beads and stuff to go with it. I love these. These right here add so much sparkle and shine to everything. Yeah, that's what she's working on. I'm trying not to knock them out of the way, you know. We got about 4 minutes till we're supposed to start, so if you need a drink or go to the bathroom or any of that good stuff. I got these little um Soho acrylic paints to try. They had this little bitty set. It was like $2 at Jerry's Artarama. I've never used the Soho brand before, so I wanted to give it a shot. It comes with permanent red. Oh, they messed up because it has two permanent reds and one yellow ochre. I think it's supposed to have a blue in there. It just says 3 tubes. I bet it's supposed to have a blue though, because everything is like a red, yellow, and blue. This is its little color chart. I don't know if you can see that. It has some pretty colors. I like that dioxazine violet hue. That's really pretty. Yeah, they just messed up and put two reds instead of a blue in there. That's okay. It'll give me a chance to try it at least and see if I like the consistency and everything of it. So I got those to try. Well, it's not quite time. We got a couple of minutes still before I said it would be live. I just got here a little bit early. You too. I also got this set from Jerry's. and it was on sale. It's a 24-piece set, and it was like $33 or $34. I like the Liquitex Basics brand. I've used it, but I wanted multiple colors for jelly printing and stuff. Jen has gone house hunting, so she won't be here, but Zena will be. She's shopping right now. Here they are. So we have a primary yellow, a primary red, primary blue, hunter's green hue permanent. I think that's what it says. Hooker's green hue permanent, Mars black, titanium white. I know, right? Shoppers. Then we have a cadmium yellow medium hue, cadmium yellow deep hue, cadmium orange hue. I think it says naphthol crimson, cadmium red deep hue, medium magenta, dioxazine purple, some big word, a P word, blue, ultramarine blue, light blue permanent. That's a pretty color. Bright aqua green and light green permanent. And the last row is burnt sienna, burnt umber, unbleached titanium. I love that color. Ivory black, silver, and gold. And I did not realize Liquitex had silver and gold. I've used their paints for a while, but I had never seen silver and gold at the Hobby Lobby I buy it at. So that would be neat to see how those are. We may play with that well, we won't be able to play with that because we got to let this stuff dry, but we could play with it like with something else besides this. Yeah, all the basics. So, because I was running out of everything, and I'd been buying those ones at Walmart, the little folk art ones and stuff. They're okay, but I just think I could get a better quality print with jelly printing with the others. But I did find when I was looking at Michael's this folk art color, and it just gives you life. It is so beautiful. It's a color shift. It's called Black Flash, but it's like a copper color. It is the most gorgeous color. I hope you can see it there. I hold it up close to the camera. It is so pretty. I have almost used the entire bottle up doing that box. I'll show y'all the box in a few minutes. Well, it is thick, so we can go ahead and show you that. Um, but I was playing around with some stuff, and I wanted to make a box for the journal that I'm making. So I made this out of chipboard, and this is the color that prints out when you paint it. It's so pretty. So the inside is painted and everything, and we're gonna have to do some distressing in here. I don't know why this got so light through here. I probably did something, put something on it, but we'll fix it. We'll get it some more color. But when we make our focal piece today, I want to make one for the box too. So it can be the center focal piece on the box to match with the journal. Oh, good. I'm glad you see it in the cap. It's so pretty. And of course, I had extra pieces, so I made a couple of little leather bookmarks. And then I have these, and I still need to put the gold on the black edges of this because I only had one side done, so I had to wait on the second side to dry. But it's a couple extra little bookmark things. I don't know. I figured I had the pieces. I might as well use them, right? Well, let's open this stuff up. This is DOS clay. It is an air dry clay. This one is the Stone Effect. And I got this color because I don't want it to be the white one because I'm going to paint it all anyway, so it's antiqued. So toning that color down was key. Um, so let's just open it. Where does it say? It has a thing on here. You need a lot of water when you're playing with this clay. Water actually is, well, oh, that was the sticker. I was supposed to open it at the top. Okay, don't be blonde like me. I'm not really blonde. Blondes wouldn't have me. So I put down this butcher paper. It's just a waxy paper is what I've got down on the map. This is going to be messy, so be prepared to be messy. Okay, I want a good little hunk out of there first. I think we need to establish a base for the pendant there, for the eye. So I think if we kind of work this up a little bit and then make it flatten out some. Well, I'm not really working it up real good, am I? Let's flatten it out. We'll use this bottle. Boy, that made it slick, didn't it? I put just a touch of water on there. I am not a clay expert, as you all should already know. I've just been watching a lot of videos to try to learn how to do this. But water helps smooth it out and will help make it into the shape you're wanting. So I want to check our size, and I think if we could put it right there and right there, that'll give us our two sizes. And we'll cut it off a little bit around it. And the tools that I'm using, these are just woodworking tools that I salvaged from the garbage. My daughter was getting rid of it. So nothing special, just like a little craft knife would work. I'm cutting this kind of close to the eye, but not right up against it. I want it to have a little bit of something to hold on to, but I don't want a bunch of excess that everyone would see all the time. You know what I mean? So I've cut that and pulled that extra off. Awesome. Awesome. Cut that one a little bit close, I think, but it'll be okay. It should be okay. And I'm just kind of smooshing the edges up closer. Where's my brayer? Girl, I forgot to get the brayer out. I probably need to grab it, don't I? I don't have to flatten nothing else out really, so it'll be okay. But that would be a good idea if I'd had any sense about me. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of water on my hand so it'll move some, and just rolling it out. Well, I may not needed that water on it right there then. Because it's a little too slick now. There we go. We're getting the water off. We're just gonna make oh, I was gonna make snake things, but I need something else first. We have to make the eyelids first. So roll it up in a ball. Kind of flatten it out a little bit with your fingers. Kind of want it a little bit of an oblong shape. Just get it as close as you can because you're going to cut it anyway. Just smoothing it out now. Okay. So we're going to cut into it and make it look like it's an oblong. Hey, Zena, what's up, girl? And that's going to be our first little eyelid. It has just a little bit of water on it, so the water is actually going to let it connect together. And so then we want to smush this back some because you want it to have like that little bulge so it looks like the eyelid. And you don't want it to come up too far. But you want to make sure where the eyelid is actually forming so it's not. See how that's a little bit off? I need to reposition that. There we go. You want the bulk of the eyelid right where the eye splits. Now we're talking. Okay. So that is the lower lid. We have to do the upper lid. I'm going to smooth that a little bit. I just really like the smoothing. Okay. So our upper eyelid, we want it to wrap around a little bit. It's not going to be this big. No worries. It's not going to be this big. But it gives us a little something more to play with and kind of connect them. Just using water and smoothing that together, making sure it has a point in a corner. But you want them smooth together because when it dries, you want it to dry together. You don't want it to dry and then kind of crack and come apart, which cracks can be fixed. It's not a big deal, but all right, I'm going to get my little dotting tool. Nothing fancy. It's just from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of shaping where I want the eyelid to be at and shaping that corner that kind of comes together more of a point on an eye. It's kind of weird rubbing on the eyelid, the eyeball part of it. What y'all been doing today? I know, right? Oh, back muscle. That sucks. That's no fun. That's not bad for an eye so far, huh? I'm just using a water brush. I'm going to try to clean off my little eyeball without my fingerprints all over it. And the water will help it to stick. So it's a win-win. Fix any little cracks that I see, smooth them out. I'm not squeezing the water. I only did that once at the beginning so that it would get it nice and moist when I first used it. But other than that, I don't need it. All right, let's do our second eyeball here. Uh-oh, I forgot I glued it down, didn't I? We're gonna move it. I want it moved. Let's smooth that out. It looks kind of crinkledy. All wrinkled up. I'm so excited the clay finally came. It took like forever, it seemed like. I think it was just because I was so impatient. Okay. Sit that eyeball down. Smoothing out the cracks before I ever start it. I didn't leave as much around the outside of this one, so when I build it, I will build more around the outside because it's going to need it. Oh, thanks, Dina. Let's get this up here closer in the screen. It didn't look like it was quite on the screen for you. Hopefully that's better. Yeah. Okay, I'm just making a round ball. And I'm going to smush it out some, trying to make it oblong. So more ovally looking. And I want it kind of thinner. This is kind of thick right now, so we're kind of thinning it out because I had a lot of clay there. I'm going to wet my finger because I'm making marks. And I want it smooth, not marked up. It's kind of bunching up because I'm pushing pressure, trying to square it, smooth it out thinner. Okay, I think we could work with that. Get our knife. And make it like a teardrop shape. And lift it up on the edges so you can get it, a hold of it. And here we're going to work with it on this lower eyelid again. That'll be our first step. Now remember, you want the bulk of it to be right in the center where the eyeball is, because that's where the eyelid would naturally bend under. Just smoothing out with my water brush, making sure everything's getting connected good around the base because we want that to hold together. And then we're going to roll this back a little bit. I'm just using the brush to kind of help me push around. I'm mushing it down a little bit. It was kind of tall there for a minute. And smooth it out now because I've got lots of ridges down here. I don't want to lose the lip on the top, so I'm just making sure I'm rubbing right up to it. Now there's this little spot right here that's kind of mushed up. I'm going to get a little bit of water in my brush and rub it, kind of smooth that out some because an eyelid wouldn't normally have that. Tina, you are on fire tonight, girl. This eyelid is quite a bit thicker. I'm kind of thinking I might want to cut some of that off. If I mess it up, we'll just redo it. I think it's a little bit too fat. All right. There we go. Now we can smooth it back, and it looks more like it should. It's all about just literally sculpting it, just making it roll together where you want it. Okay. Now let's work on our upper eyelid. So we're going to cut the same shape out, kind of a curved oblong with points on the ends. There we go. And let's put that down like that. We want some water because we want that base to get adhered good and smoothed out. Make sure your two joints on the sides get smoothed together so that they form one unit. A little dip right there. I'm gonna take a little piece of clay. That's what she said. Yeah. I'm just making a little patch because there was a dip right there. And then I'm taking the water to smooth it in together so that it all works together. Now our eye tried to kind of curve in, so we're going to push that back out. And we're going to work on smushing now the eyelid. You want to make sure that your iris is right in the middle and that you don't have too big of a hump for the eyelid itself. If you do, you need to cut some clay out. There's a little line right there. I'm just working it until it smooths. I think our little eyelid is a little too puffy on the top, so I'm going to cut a little bit out. Look, Zena, I'm a doctor. I do eye surgery. I'm smoothing it out again, just because I roughed it all up by cutting it up. Try this little thing that's smushed in there. So smaller side worked. We are getting somewhere. Okay. Wipe that off and put a little water in it so I can clean off the eyeball. Probably not really doing good cleaning. Being a band leader pays. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, I'm gonna get some paper towel and see if I can dry some of that up because I got a lot in there. I'm being careful not to push the sides because I don't want to lose my shape at all. But I do want to get that clay residue off the glass. Okay. All right, I like that. I think that's a pretty good eyeball. Little mush part, I must have touched it there. Okay, now we got to build some tentacles. So we're going to take a piece and just roll it out like a worm, like you did when you were kids. This paper's not very forgiving. Okay. A little bit of a crease right there. Let me put a water brush on it. Smooth it out. We don't want it breaking on us. Okay, I'm going to cut it right about here. And we will just start with this one since it's one that's right out here. And we're going to make sure that we connect it at the bottom with the brush. You need the water to glue the two pieces together. So make sure you get water everywhere that it needs it. And smooth it on there. And I'm going to leave it like that because I do want them to crisscross. Oh my gosh, Thena, this clay is night and day to that other crap. This stuff is so much easier to work with. I'd been watching lots of videos and this is what they were using. But I had that clay here in town, so I just grabbed it for $1, right? To try it. This stuff is phenomenal. Completely different. Handles different. Does what it's supposed to. Doesn't smush down and fall. Okay, I think I'm going to cut it right there. And we're going to put it here on this side. I want to pick this leg up. Let this leg kind of swerve down and let them crisscross. Get my water brush to make that connection back there. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I got to see this to make sure it's connected. Okay. Now, everywhere that it's touching, make sure you got some water there because that's what's going to keep it held together. You don't want it too far down. I don't want it covering the eyeball completely. So I'm mindful of that when I'm putting this stuff on there. Let's do. It's a little chunky in the middle. Let me thin that out some. It'd help if I was thinning in the same. Not thinning all in the. Okay, we're going to cut it right here. We'll just use this end. We'll start here. Connecting with water. I just get it a little bit pointy there. Touching the water underneath where it's connecting at. Just making a little curve on that. Touching up my eyelid because somehow I bumped it. There we go. Okay. Let's ball this up and start it again. You think I need to make some of these longer? Kind of like I'm sticking out on the bottom some. Just making that space between them so it stays two tentacles instead of one lump. Go. Smoothing the base of it out. Do I want it hanging out a bit? Yeah. Yeah, I do. One of them I do quite a bit. The other one not so much because it's going on the center of the journal and it's already real busy on that journal. So I basically want the idea of it on the journal part. Okay. That's a cool little position, I think. I'm just using the brush to break it off there and smooth it out where it connects. It almost looks like little snakes, but we're going to fix that. Just using the water to kind of mold it. And I want to keep that crook in it right there and the roundness. So I'm shaping that too. Wetting that behind there so it'll stick. Can y'all see that good? Do I need to get you closer? Let me try this closer and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that'd be better for y'all, I think. Cool. I am just rolling this out just like we just been doing and cutting off a piece. And I think I want to put it like here going that way. I'm not so sure that that's not too much, but I want it to kind of stick out that way. Not real sure how thin you can get it and it actually dry and not crack. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try it this way. Let's twist this paper a little bit so I can see. There we go. Zoom out a smidge. Oh, you're not seeing it again. Is that better? Or too much? Better? Oh, good. Okay, I'm just working the clay with my fingers. And I think I'm going to put this one going out this way just for this side to have something. I think that's just not thin enough though on the end. I don't like it like that. It's gluing it together. Love those curves. I hope they'll stay that way really good. I think that one's good. What is the other one? Started on this side here. Put it down. There we go. Move this down a little bit so it's more in your view. Make sure that does right. Okay, I think that's more in your view. Just rolling. Just rolling. Once they get long, they start getting rolling very uneven. So you want to not get too long because then they won't roll right. I'm going to connect that one. And we want it to curve this way and out like that. Oh yeah. Isn't that cute? You know, for a octopus. Still just working the clay. And I'm going to cut it off about right there. I still think I want it going this way. I like that. There we go. Smoothing it together. Gonna glue the eyelid with the tentacle, shaping it. I like it to curve some, so there's our curve. Even though this clay is air dry, it will stay sealed in the bag that it comes in. Like it just folds over and it stays sealed. And this guy had his on the shelf for like 6 months and it still was just fine, just working great. So I'm glad about that because there's no way I'd use this whole thing on this project. A little long, cut that off some. Guess I kind of got these two a little bit close to be working on them. Guess I'll learn that for next time, huh? You made a little bead angel? Oh, cool. You'll have to send me a pic. Yeah, be careful, don't hit your other one. I think I need another one coming this way. Kind of getting a little bit too close in the inside, isn't it? There we go. Just smoothing that one out. It had some little bumpies. And I got to cut the end off there and connect it. All of these are connecting instead of just laying sideways because you want it to be like it's coming from the back side, like it's wrapping completely around his eyeball. Okay, we might need a little bitty thing over here. Maybe too little. Not like that. Connect them. I don't want it to look like it's got pigtails like Pippi Longstocking. Now I got one coming off both sides. It kind of looks that way. Let's do something different with this. I still want one coming off that side though. Maybe I just need to come down with it more. That's better. I think we need a little one up here. What's up, Patricia? How's it going, girl? All right. I like that there. Okay. Now, I can't decide. You guys tell me. I was going to make little teeny tiny little balls and use the stopper thing, the dotting tool, to kind of smush down inside it to make little bumps. You know, like they have on a. Hey, Letitia, you're working. You're a working woman. Need little bitty, and it helps if you make it into a ball instead of a something else. Still think that might be too big. Yeah, that's still too big. Okay, I'm going to wet that and stick this on there. And let's try this larger end. Just kind of flattening it down some to it. Let me make a couple more and then y'all can tell me if I should do that or not. You hear me smacking? I'm sorry. I had to have some kind of flavor. What do y'all think? Keep going with the little baby balls? Oh, I'll dip that end in water and see if that is a little bit better for it. Well, yeah, it's sticking to it. There we go. I think they look kind of cool on there. What do you think? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of balls, y'all. I mean that in the nicest possible way. What do I know, girlfriend? I am doing a steampunk journal, and the bottom tentacle, it looks like the eye is frowning. This tentacle, let's see if we can. I can make it kind of bend some. Is that good? Does that help it? I think that'll help it once we get the little balls on it. I am making a steampunk journal, Miss Patricia, and this is going to be the focal point. And I have also made a box to house the journal. and it's going to have the same focal point on the top of it. Well, copper came in. I hear him getting hollered at. Oh, that's teeny tiny. Thanks, girl. I hope my big head and hands are not in y'all's way. See, we got some water on that one so we can glue it. When we paint this up after it dries, y'all, that's going to be cool. Where did I get wet, baby doll? The white and pink tool? This thing? Dollar Tree. It's a dotting tool. They have it at Dollar Tree. Ah, dropped the ball. Okay. It has one size on one end and another size on the other end. It's great for making little dots on stuff when you're painting, but it seems to be really good for this too. Yeah, mine's had it for a while. That's one of the few things they actually have are these things. They have water brushes too now and that are really good. They come in a 2-pack for $1. That's a little bit too. There we go. Got a little something down in there. I'm gonna get that out. There we go. This is the fiddly part, but it's gonna be worth it, I think. These are the suction cups on the octopus. So you want it to be on there. My fingers are getting too big for some of these little spots. I didn't glue it. Lots to glue it. Okay. All right, girl. Have a good time at work. There we go. It makes the perfect little circles inside these. I keep forgetting to put the water down first. What y'all been working on today besides shopping, Zena?
My husband is telling stories about my dad's family that I ain't never heard. I don't think that I should be hearing that from him. I think I should have done heard it. A little strange. Oh, final cleaning on your house. Okay. We did some cleaning here today too. Aw, sitting sucks when it hurts your back. Making dangles is fun and relaxing though. I need all y'all's hands to come make these balls. I'm washing my bedclothes right now while we're in here. I like got it unbalanced or something and it started barking at me. I guess I put too much in it. Ooh, fingers are fat in this. That's what I'm doing. I'm picking up little dried bits of clay and tossing it in there. Not intentional, but I'm doing it. The water thing, maybe it'll come up. Nope. It's just wetting the clay now. There. You pulled a speaker out of your, huh? I pulled it. Oh, taking a speaker out of your, okay. Yes, you do, girl. And that may be a little bit big for that. I need to shrink it down some, I think. Oh, these things. I don't think this could have been done before doing the tentacles on there because it would have all smushed when you tried to push it on. Okay. Squish, squish. I'll be the last one on that one. I'm going to twist the paper so I can get to a side I can see on that one. There we go. That was teeny tiny, huh? Put it down here. I don't want to waste that. Okay. There's enough to do a little one. These are going to look cool. I just know it. Once we get them on the book and the box, it's going to be freaking awesome. That little ball has a extension. I'll fix that.
Okay, let's wet it. I wish you could just pick it up with the water. That would make it so much easier. But it sticks to the water, so it won't come off. Zena, did you listen to that song I told you to listen to? I forgot water. Girl, you're sitting there doing nothing. You should turn it on. Oh, it's okay, Patricia. Thanks for coming, girl. Okay. I'm making sure this one, it tried to kind of close up on me. So I'm trying to make sure that I get a good hole on it before I get it stuck down good there. There we go. It's much better. All right. Where should I be twisting these? On the body some. Because the body's twisted. I don't know. It may be too difficult for my first time. There we go. Now he's right. This is kind of tedious. I didn't realize I would be doing such tedious stuff. I hope y'all aren't bored. What's the name again? It's um, Be Careful by Sparkle. It's her and a guy singing it together. I forget what his name is. Yeah, I think these are really helping this look more realistic. Not quite in the screen good for you, am I? Let me try to move it a little bit. See if it's better. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see. I'll smooth that back together a little bit. It was drying out on me. There we go. Yeah, probably. I used to love some R. Kelly back in the day, but I love that song by Sparkle. I heard it come on the other day in the car. We were riding um to the what you call it place, the Crystal place, and I played it, and I was like, man, I really like that song. I'm gonna do surgery on that one. I kind of mushed it up. There we go. Wet that a little bit. Maybe just smooth it some. Well, I just squished it right down, didn't I? There we go. Oh, better. That's a little dry bit. Oh, water. Oh, you did? What kind of mold did you get? You think it's a woman? That'd be cool. You can use this clay with molds too. I was watching a guy do that. I saw some gear molds that she had I thought were pretty cool. I might have to look at getting those. It would be a lot easier with the mold doing those. You're so funny, Zena. You don't even know really what you bought. I do that all the time. Ah, I dropped it inside. Come out. Uh, eh, it stuck to me. There we are. Dollar ball is being mean. There. Now he's stuck. Oh, you can wait till then? That's pretty neat. Then you have just one shipping and not, a bunch of little shipping. Oh, it looks like Linda posted a video. That's a little bitty spot. I'm gonna have to make a little bitty ball. I just had a notification for that. It's a nice small one. I put it down here on the end. I guess I'm kind of slow at this, but for my first time, it ain't too bad, I don't think. Hey, V. Look how cool it's looking. I love that. Awesome. This is actually kind of fun. She auto ships twice a month now. Okay. So does that mean you have to have it shipped within the month? Is that what that means? Woohoo! We stick around again. We're almost done with this one. I might need to spritz some water on it because it's kind of drying out. Keep everything spritzed. I think that's water. It don't smell like water. I don't know what I just sprayed all over it. It's in a water bottle. Ew. Hopefully it's not like an adverse reaction. Why would I put something else in a water bottle? Smells really like fragrant. Well, it's sure helping this stuff sticky so you're not having to brush every single time. I say that and then it wants to stick to my little daughter. I got too much on that section. Hmm. Yeah, it's too wet. There. Don't get too much water. It's a Prima Flower Queen mold. Huh. Well, it must have been cool if you bought it. Okay, we did that one. Now we're moving to this one. Okay, I know it's still wet. I can feel it sticking to my finger. I know, woohoo, right? I may have to start making my balls smaller. I think I'm getting big on them again. Can y'all still see okay? My hands are getting really dried out. This clay is drying. Oh, good. I'm glad you can. Oh, that one's split. See if we can fix him. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. There. Man, he fell right down in there. Okay, you can stay there. This clay just air dries. It doesn't have to go in the oven. You don't bake it. You don't do nothing like that. I was scared of the bake kind because the back of the eyes has a paper, and that's what the actual eye print is. So I didn't want to do that because I didn't want it to, come apart. I'm gonna have to get this water bottle that I know is water. Put this clay in my hand because it's getting real dry on me. Make a good mess. Come on, stick there. There you go. It's a bit too big. Hmm. Yay! Oh yeah, we are looking like an octopus. No, no, you gotta stay. There you go. You just want to indent. You don't want to actually poke through the ball itself, because that's when it comes up when you push through too far. But sometimes when they're real little, you can't hardly help it. Thanks, V. Kind of thinking on the box, maybe making some tentacles that go around on the outside edges of it. What do y'all think? You think that would be cool or not? Or too much? Too much sometimes. I ordered that one, remember I told y'all, but it was too small. I don't know where I put it. I put it somewhere. I was gonna show it to you. But it wasn't as detailed. It didn't have like all the little tentacles and stuff in it. But it came in way too small. That little ball just came right off. There. Mhm. There. I think if you did that, it would be cool to make the tentacles look like it's put together with screws. Oh, that would be awesome, Zena. That's a great idea. I love that. Like it's held onto the box by screws. That would be really cool. Come on. I got it a little too wet. It keeps trying to fall off. Wow, it's just basically sitting water right there. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Couple little ones in this little crack here. There. We need a little bitty one right on the tip of that little thing hanging out. Well, that's not a tentacle, that's the eyelid, so we don't need one there. We need one there, though. Yeah, I really got this thing wet this time. Don't over wet. I did make my signatures, so they're ready to start with. I'll show y'all those when we get done with this, if you want. You think the papers are going to be pretty nice? They all turned out real nice. All right, I got to twist it a little bit so I can see. Make sure you're still in screen. Yeah. Ah, too much water. And fat fingers. We're getting there, y'all. We are getting there. That other was starting to dry. We want it to dry evenly. I'm trying not to let one side dry quicker than the other. Okay. We're so close, y'all. We've almost done it. Ah, it was on there. I got a lot of water right here at the base. It's not wanting to stay. Just trying to repair that one. I got my fingernail in it. Hey, Jen, you made it back. How was it? Woohoo, guys. Look what we did. You did? Which one? The first one you showed us? The one you said you were going to see, or did you go see both of them? Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm gonna have to try to wash my hands off over the trash can. Give me just a second with this water. I am clay. I am now clay. The other two sold, really? Wow, that was quick, girl. Thanks. We worked them out, y'all. We did. I'm just trying to get the clay off my hands so I can move them and show y'all like the box and the signatures and see what y'all are thinking on those. If we kind of can come up with some good thoughts. Man, this stuff don't come off your fingers very easy. I might have to use a lot of soap. Oh well, I got a lot of it off. That's what counts, right? Okay, I'm very carefully moving this. Very, very carefully. Okay, stable and away from the AC. Okay, move these things. Mhm. Okay, so at the beginning, I was showing the box that I made. Let me move y'all up some. I think that should be good enough. Well, yeah, I think that's better. Okay, this is the box that I made for it, and it has this weathered look all the way around it. The top does not have the rivets, but the bottoms do. I don't know why I did that. I do not know. I may go back and put them on there. But I was telling them, I don't know what I did if I rubbed something on this that made this discolor a little bit. So I'm going to have to do the whole thing with whatever I did. I don't know what I did. Let's try putting some fired brick on it and see what it does. I kind of, does that help or does it make it worse? I don't know. I don't want that light color there. I don't know if this will stay, but we're going to try it. I'm just going to put it in random spots just so it looks like it's cohesive. Next. So one of those eyes we made is going to go right here in the center of the box. And I had some extra stuff, so I had a couple of pieces of leather, and I made bookmarks out of those. I'm going to put some leather twine through there and wrap it like we did with the wire. And then these I'm working, I haven't put the gold on it yet to age it around the edges, but I had these extra, so I thought, well, we can use them for something. So that's what we got with the box. I had to redo that thing 3 times because I kept getting the measurements wrong for the lid. So I have used an entire bottle of paint, but I found this paint and it is life. I need more of it, a lot more of it. It's called Black Flash. It's a color shift by Folk Art, but it's not black. It's like a bronzy color. It's so pretty. Yes, a labor of love, girl. It took some work. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to fit all of these signatures in it because my spine is going to be kind of narrow, even though it looks like it's kind of wide, because where the strings are, it overlaps the spine. So I have to take the actual spine down narrower. So we'll see if these will all fit. But I made three signatures. And I mixed up where I have the papers torn. On the front of each signature is a cardstock in jelly printed, that was jelly printed. Oh, girl, you're crazy. You got some talent. So I used those little scissors my mom got me from the yard sale and just cut around the outside edge, and it gave it that tattered look. And then this is another jelly print here, but it's regular paper. And then I put some grungy coffee print in there. And this is another one of those other ones. And then here's that jelly paper that I jelly printed on. And I didn't really care for it, but I like it in the book. I like it, gives it a textural difference. And then this one kind of looks like wood boards kind of going sideways. I thought that was cool. And then here is some more coffee paper and some colorful paper in there for journaling. And then another one here. Now, this is the only one I think that I had 2 of these sheets touching. I'm not real crazy about that. Let me see. I could put one between there. Let's do that because I don't like them touching when they're cut up like that. Okay, that's the first one. And here's the second one. It has a jelly print cardstock on the outside, and the inside is like this. Really gold, a lot of gold. And then we have this page, and flip it over. And this is a jelly print on that ledger paper that we did. I thought it was really nice and grungy, so it would work good. And then some colorful stuff, journaling, grungy coffee, This one is that deli paper stuff too. It's really, I think it's a butcher paper, not deli paper, but I don't really know what the difference is, except for they feel different because I have deli paper too. Nah, and this is another one that we jelly printed that day. I loved how it turned out. The colors are really good in it. And coffee dye. And then this one is really cool looking next to the coffee dye, I think. And then voila, color. So that's our second signature. I hope it is. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been really enjoying the process of this one. Thank you. This is the third one. Look at this jelly print one, how it turned out. It's so cool, right? It's got a pattern to it. I don't know if you're picking that up in the camera, but it's a neat pattern. And the inside is really grungy. And then I don't know what that is. It feels like glue. I guess I got a little spot of glue there. I don't know. I don't like it. I wonder if I can cut it with this knife. Oh, I think I'm cutting, but I think I may be cutting paper. Yeah, I don't want to make a hole. Oh, well, that's close enough, right? Close enough. Right. Corner pocket or something. I get you. Okay. Color journaling. These are really pretty papers. They really are pretty papers. And then there's a coffee dye, grungy goodness. Another one of these. And this is that butcher paper again, how it did. And it's really interesting because the waxy side seems to have taken better to the paint than the non-waxy side. And it has such a pretty sheen to the waxy side with the paint. I love that. And then a coffee dye, tattered page, a jelly print. This jelly print's really grungy and just nasty looking. I love it. And the inside has this little pattern, but it's a lot of gold. And a tattered. This one I debated whether or not to put it in, but I needed an extra page, so I may go back and put some more of something on this because I'm not crazy about all that white kind of showing through on it, but I like the inside. So I may just, let's just paint something on it. Let's just do that right now. Haha. Why not? Why not? Flip it over. I know we're going to use this stuff, what I got left of it anyway. Oh, I need a big, yeah, let's use this rougher brush. Let's see if I can get any of this out. I may not be able to because it's a, I really have worked over. I got a little bit. Just going to dry brush it a little bit. Get rid of some of that white. I kind of like it, but I love this paint. I think they made it just for me. The folks at Folk Art are making paint for me. We'll put another color in here. I just wanted to kind of, Okay, the screen things. Are you back? Is the screen working again? I know, I don't know what happened to it. Are we back? Are we back? I don't know. We're back? Okay, good. My screen is still not back on my tablet, but it's always behind. You got so much of this paint out. I don't even know what you. For sure, it was. Okay, almost in here. Like, there's needs some love. Let's put some love. No, I don't know what the heck they're doing. If it goes out completely, guys, we'll just call it a video. So don't worry. Let me know if it starts acting funny on you again, because we're about done anyway, so it'll be all good. I don't know what happened. It was working fine, and then it started acting stupid. Is it still stopped, or is it working? We're checking with my ears. I'm getting too heavy-handed. It's breaking up. Okay, guys, we'll just call it a video. We've done everything pretty much in this one that I need to do anyway. So I really appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me. And we will catch you guys on the next one. I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye.